One is ignoring all the hard ways of making a little bit of money and focusing on the easier ways to make a lot. I am ignoring all the hard ways of making a little bit of money and focusing on the easier ways to make a lot. One is ignoring all the hard ways of making a little bit of money and focusing on the easier ways to make a lot. You are ignoring all the hard ways of making a little bit of money and focusing on the easier ways to make a lot. One is ignoring all the hard ways of making a little bit of money and focusing on the easier ways to make a lot. We are ignoring all the hard ways of making a little bit of money and focusing on the easier ways to make a lot. The source video is in the description area. It's titled My First Financial Breakthrough. It's a YouTube short by Dr. Myron Golden. 50 videos every 6 hours is the effort put into what he said, that if you can etch into your DNA dot dot dot, then your life will never be the same or will change forever, something like that. And that's what one is doing. Ignoring all the hard ways of making a little bit of money and focusing on the easier ways to make a lot. One is ignoring all the hard ways of making a little bit of money and focusing on the easier ways to make a lot. It's 5:49 a.m. Sunday, November 23rd, 2025. Circulate, use, share one's Uber referral code in the description area. Donate to the nonprofit 5013C. But what one would actually like is for you to actually write that down 50 times or even post 50 videos every 6 hours using the scheduled post technique. 12-step online money. John Crestani taught me that. That one is, or you are, ignoring all the hard ways of making a little bit of money and focusing on the easier ways to make a lot. Get something, get some value out of it, where $150 is almost like you got some change. So it's like me on the corner asking for some change and you give me $1.50. And I'm happy for that. Thank you very much. I might even say God bless you, but I'm using an analogy that's not me. I don't I don't say it like that. But I reckon it's the same thing. I'm asking you to donate $150 to the nonprofit that one is a part of. So a sober house for men. We do 12-step meetings, martial arts, yoga, meditation. Or donate, or just outright give me $150, which would afford me, or circulate my Uber referral code, share it, circulate it, use it. That's the same as giving me. That could be the same, depending on somebody had to work for it, take some trips for it. But that'll give me about 8 hours that I can use to continue to develop useful information for people to help them ignore all the hard ways of making a little bit of money and to actually focus on the easier ways to make a lot. So I call what I'm doing now super bad. I'm about to pull over and go in and grab another device. I call it Chi Paradigm. They put some pretty good artwork on the walls around this neighborhood. That's that $500,000 grant. Action. One is ignoring all the hard ways of making a little bit of money and focusing on the easier ways to make a lot. We are ignoring all the hard ways of making a little bit of money and focusing on the easier ways to make a lot. What was on one's mind? Oh, the last video one was making, right? And this could be headed around one is not where one think one is at. You're not where you think you're at. I'm not where I think I'm at, right? Uh, I end up hollering and shouting into this camera, coming up to it, and I screamed and hollered that I don't owe you an explanation. I don't even feel like I owe you an explanation. And basically, it was a YOU, which, I developed some videos where it's really a statue. You is a statue. It's a Buddhist statue that was donated for 2023. Yeah, 2023 House Fest 2023. And it represents the unwanted voices inside my head, the unwanted voice that I was yelling at, that I don't owe you an explanation. I don't even feel like I owe you an explanation, which is the meaning behind a quote that I got from the desk of Dr. Robert H. Smith, aka Dr. Bob from Alcoholics Anonymous, one of the founders of Alcoholics Anonymous, on humility. But of course, it's not that humility, and I'm not where I think I'm at, where I'm not humble, where I don't get no reaction, especially when my emotions get high, with a simple voice, a simple you that's gonna ask me a question. So where I usually at when a question is asked, when I'm operating, the one is operating where I'm gonna pull over and let this car pass. And what some people call God space. I'm in alignment with the universe. Then one doesn't actually I lost my train of thought. You know what? No, I can do this. I just don't. It's 5:55 a.m. It's Cleveland, Ohio, so it's not usually a whole lot of traffic this time of morning on a Sunday morning. That's what I love about living here. It's a big, small town. I'm ignoring all the hard ways of making a little bit of money and focusing on the easier ways to make a lot. So I'm hollering and screaming into the camera. It cut off right when my eye get right to the thing, right? And I'm like, wow, that's freaking. I remember flipping out a few times, and my mother was trying to call me a demon and stuff. I'm like, I'm aware. I like, and it's and part of that awareness, even uh, whether it's calm or not calm, is that, and that's what sent me into a high emotional state. I don't see how some people get to express their emotions very intense. The intensity of emotion, especially of resentment or something they don't like, and they can back it up with accepted. I'm gonna use accepted violence because I'm talking about it's okay for them to get mad, right? Even a certain way. But the intensity of emotion in certain places is like one of my biggest resentment is I'm not allowed to get mad or excited or have a resentment or have anything that I just don't like or prefer with respects to you. And the you is that unwanted negative energy inside my head, based on past traumatic experiences, uh, where